The challenge is we have so many toxins assaulting us, especially as women: makeup, lipstick, hair dye, body lotion, creams, and then we go outside and then we got the air going on, right? So there's a lot and our bodies simply can't handle it. So when the medical doctor says, you need to detox, AI, nah, you're good, you don't need to. Well, what about all the pollution and the garbage that's in our food and our makeup and all that? So you got to look at the big picture and understand that give it the right tools, give your body the right tools when you're detoxing, but also give it a lot of time to rest, to push those toxins out when you're doing an actual detoxification.
Great. Well, it is a real pleasure to have Judy Seeger on the show today. Welcome.
Happy to be here, Zora. As always, we have such a good time and we get to teach people to be feeling better every day. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun because I haven't really done this before, but we're going to try it. And I think it's fun. I've already explained to people in the bio, in your intro, who you are, and you're the detox expert. And so what I did was I went on to AI and I asked about 10 questions or so about detox, and I got the answer. So I'm going to read the question and I'm going to see what AI has told me. And then you're going to tell me what you think. Okay?
That's so much fun. Let's do it.
All right. So the first question is, do we really need to detox with juice cleanses? And then AI has told me this is a myth. You need special detox teas, juice cleanses, or fasting to flush out toxins from your body. This is a myth that AI says it's a myth. And they say the truth is your liver, kidneys, lungs, and skin are constantly detoxing without any special products. Support your body's natural detox pathways is more effective than extreme cleanses. So what AI is basically saying, no, you don't need a juice cleanse. Your body can do it. What do you say?
I call it BS on AI. I know some my little bell going on. It gets everybody's attention. So here's the thing, and I've heard this for 30 years. As a naturopath, starting out my own detox back in the day when I was sick and eating pizza and chocolate chip cookies, I went to juice cleansing first because that's what I was taught. And then you add different herbs and different things. Here's the thing, is just doing the juice cleansing, they consider that a fast, and that's not detoxing. So, you have to kind of look at the whole picture. What is a detox? It's allowing the body to release toxic substances. Yes, you have to push it along and give it the tools to be able to do that. What a lot of people don't know, like 99% of people on the internet, they don't really understand how much work it takes to push out toxins from your body. They just don't. They think, oh, I'll just do juices and herbs and whatever, and that'll detox. No. You need to do a lot of prep work to get your body ready because, yes, it's true. Any medical doctor will tell you, you have the 5 major detoxification organs, right? Your lungs, your kidneys, your bowels, your liver, your lymph. Yes, that's for sure. But in order to allow them to work at top-notch level, it takes a lot of work. And you have to give it, number one, the tools, which is what AI and I are having a little conflict about right now. And you have to have a lot of rest. And so I really want to emphasize that, Zora, right from the beginning with everybody. I said, no matter what tool you use, no matter what methodology you use, really take some time to understand that you've got to have rest for your body when you're doing actual detox. On the daily, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking when you're doing an actual detoxification program for your body, right? So let's make the distinction there. Because every day, yes, your organs are doing some kind of detox. The challenge is we have so many toxins assaulting us, especially as women: makeup, lipstick, hair dye, body lotion, creams, and then we go outside and then we got the air going on, right? So there's a lot and our bodies simply can't handle it. So when the medical doctor says, you need to detox, AI, nah, you're good, you don't need to. Well, what about all the pollution and the garbage that's in our food and our makeup and all that? So you got to look at the big picture and understand that give it the right tools, give your body the right tools when you're detoxing, but also give it a lot of time to rest, to push those toxins out when you're doing an actual detoxification.
Great. Okay. So yes, this is probably a sign that we need to get some guidance on this. Don't just go buy all those juices in the supermarket and think you're doing something. Like you said, it's a fast of some kind, but you don't kid yourself. You're actually removing toxins.
No, that's the biggest issue I have when I see all these detoxification kits, which is what I was trained 30 years ago. Oh, here's a tick kit, and that'll have the binder, and then you have the nutrient. Like it was a full-on kit, and they still have them around, and they're not the most inexpensive. But you think, oh, I'm just going to do this for 30 days, and I'll get rid of all the toxin. No. No. You got to do a few more things, and we could talk about that later. But we definitely have to understand that just one thing, whether it's a supplement or herbs or binders, it's just not enough. You need to do, and that's simply because of all the toxins. So back 30 years ago when I started, I'll just throw this in and we go on the next part. 30 years ago when I started, there was traditionally 500 chemicals on a plate of food in our, let's say in our dinner, 500. Now it's in thousands stuff that we don't even know and that do not have to be even put on labels. So just hopefully that scares people enough to say, you know what, I think I need to do a detox a couple of times this year.
The next question is, does sweating remove toxins? AI says this is a myth because we would believe sweating is one of the best ways to eliminate toxins. What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't finish what AI says. Sorry.
I thought you did.
I'm not used to this format. So then it says that's a myth. That's what we believe. The truth AI says the truth is sweating releases very few toxins. Most detoxing happens with urine and stool. Saunas and exercise help circulation, but don't replace actual detox organs.
Yeah. So BS on that as well. Here's the thing. Your largest elimination organ is your skin. The largest. And that's the one, as women especially, we tend to cover up the most with creams and lotions, and anything you put on your skin basically just makes it into a plastic bag and you're closing up those pores. And so that's a very important part to know. So people always ask, well, what can I do instead? Do olive oil, coconut oil, that's going to be a little bit more natural. But here's the thing. It will not, when you sweat, you need to sweat on the daily. 30 minutes minimum is what I have found, whether you're doing infrared sauna, detox bath, where you're going out exercising. I know you're a big exercise buff, Sora. So when you're going out moving and getting that, all this kind of stuff comes out. When I was in my clinic days, I saw people who had been on their cancer healing journey and they hadn't had chemo like in years, anywhere from 2 to 5 years. I saw that chemo coming out during the detoxification process in their skin, and it was burning them. So I had to learn real quick what to do to keep that burning from happening, but it will come out. Chemicals will come out. Things that have happened over the years will come out. Will all of it come out? No. You cannot get rid of, for example, heavy metals for sure. Okay. But a lot will come out. If you could do 30 minutes on the daily, it will help to get rid of it. So getting rid of the toxins through sweat is one thing. Making sure you don't put on a lot of chemical lotions, potions on your skin is the second part to that.
So would you not use lotion at all, or?
I don't. I do two things. And I should have brought it out here. I do two things. One is I do dry skin brushing. Highly recommend dry skin brushing, because when you brush your skin, then it opens up the pores and your skin breathes better and your energy goes up. Everybody who has chronic fatigue, they're like, oh my God. Well, what's happening is not only the pores are opening up, you're stimulating the lymphatic system. So the toxins are moving along, especially in your chest and breast area, especially under your arms for women, where a lot of our lymph nodes are, and you're brushing right before your shower and you brush, you're moving everything along. So that's number one. And then as the sweat is coming out, your body has a chance to release that, because now your skin is breathing. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. And so those are the two things. Oh, let me just throw in for your gang, the salt scrub. So you take a handful of salt, sea salt in the shower, and you scrub. That also will open up the pores and get rid of all that dead, flaky skin, because sometimes the dry skin brushing, you get tired of it. but the salt will give it even extra energy. So those are the things I recommend. And then afterwards, some people who live in the cold winter climates, like I used to in Wisconsin, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of coconut oil, maybe just on certain areas. Like I used to have really dry, flaky elbows, and now I don't. I don't know if people can see that online, but I don't, because I do the dry skin brushing and I make sure that I'm sweating on the daily, and all these different things makes a difference.
I also dry brush. I've been doing that for years,
Yeah,
and I never do it in the evening because I get too much energy. It's something
it's
that
true. You do.
wakes me up.
I know.
So it's funny you say that. So then I've heard that some people go to their detox in a sauna with a scrub and alcohol, like a bottle of vodka, but not to drink, but to put it on their skin. And they say that helps with the detox. Is that true?
What? I have never heard that in my life.
Okay.
No, alcohol. No, that one I've never heard of. I always recommend dry skin brushing before the sauna, before the shower, before the bath, because the dryness, it gives a little bit of tug on the skin and it helps to stimulate the lymphatics, like I was saying. And is that it has to be stiff and dry brush, natural bristle brush. But alcohol, I honestly haven't heard that. I've heard the Scandinavian version where they go in the sauna, they come out, they beat their skin with the pine branches, roll in the snow. Yeah, we don't have to get that crazy. But yeah, I have no idea. That one I haven't known. Now I have homework. I got to look it up.
The next question. Do toxins build up in the body indefinitely? AI says the myth that we believe is if you don't do a detox, toxins will accumulate and make you sick. The truth is, your body is always processing and eliminating toxins. However, poor diet, dehydration, and stress can slow detox pathways, making supporting detoxification a lifestyle choice, not a quick fix. What do you say?
Yeah, so this is a medical response. That's exactly what any medical doctor will tell you. And all my friends from medical doctors will say, yeah, your body is used to all that. But like I was saying, we have so much toxins coming in all at the same time. I'm just hair dyes and makeup, lipstick, all the different things that are coming in. It's not enough. Like it simply is not enough. Our liver, for example, I see a lot of fatty livers and congested liver issues because the liver is trying to filter everything out. It just can't keep up. And if you're not doing something like dry skin brushing and sweating, like giving your body a rest, like giving your body the tools it needs to get rid of some of this excess toxin, then it just can't keep up. It just simply, I've watched it for 30 years and I've tried it. I'm like, oh, you know what? This year I'm not going to. Oh my gosh, no, I can't do that. I detox, like I do a little mini 3-day detox at least 3 times a year, where I'm just focusing on releasing, making sure my pathway is open, liver and colon, all that kind of stuff. You cannot rely just on our organs and our body. And especially as we're aging, everything slows down and we just can't keep up, which is why a lot of women get the menopause symptoms, I believe, because their body's just not able to keep up and adapt as the hormones are changing, which of course a lot of it is in the liver. So if you give the liver the opportunity to get rid of some of these toxins and give it some more nutrients and do its job better, a lot of times the menopausal symptoms actually can get better. Not always, but it can a lot.
Yeah, I think AI didn't get it too wrong this time. I mean, they say, like you said, it's processing and limiting toxins all the time, but
Yeah.
it gets blocked up. And then it suggests like making a lifestyle change, not just one quick fix. But what you're saying is, yes, continue do that, agree, but it's great to do a couple of times a year, a bit more intense and a more intense detox.
Yeah.
So the next question, can activated charcoal be used as an everyday detox supplement? AI says the myth that we believe is activated charcoal is a great daily detox tool. But what AI says is it binds to everything, including beneficial nutrients and medications. It's useful for poisoning or overdoses, but shouldn't be taken daily. What do you say?
Yeah, that's when I actually agree with AI. Yeah, charcoal on the daily is not necessary. And it's something that, especially people who are on medication, it will mess it up. It will bind up and cause issues. And then the doctor will say, why isn't the medication working for you? It's because taking that charcoal, or the other one that a lot of people do is clay. bentonite clay and they mix a little bit, either liquid or powder, thinking, oh, I'm going to detox because I have issues like a heavy metal or whatever. Clay, charcoal, all those things for zeolite is another one. These are binders and it's just a little too much for your body. So I agree with AI that to do it on the daily. Now, to use it for specific times and especially during a detox, that's fine. But I agree, not on the daily.
Cool. All right. Yay. Ding, 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 ding. One, one agreement.
I don't give them the bell. I only give us the bell.
The next question is, does fasting detox the body? The myth is the longer you fast, the deeper the detox. But the truth is, says I, short-term fasting can reduce inflammation and boost autophagy, which is cellular repair, but detox still relies on your liver, kidneys, and lymphatic system. Fasting without proper nutrition can slow detoxification if you're not supporting those organs. What do you say?
Yeah, so this is kind of a mix because they're confusing fasting with detoxification. So fasting, we do fasting every night, right? If we go to bed at or eat our last meal at 5 or 6 o'clock, right? And then we don't eat again till the next day at breakfast, 7 o'clock. That's a 12, 13, 14 hour fast. Are you detoxing during that time? Yes and no. But you're not really giving the body anything to push the detoxification stuff out, which is through, like AI even said, through your bowels, through your urine, through your sweat, through your breathing, your lip, right? So what are you, you're fasting at night, but you're not detoxing, meaning removing the substances. Now, that said, on a cellular level, which would be interesting to hear what they would say on that, is on a cellular level, your red blood cells are one of the portions of its job is to get rid of toxic substances on the cellular level every single minute, every single second as your blood is flowing. So is it technically detoxing even at night? Yes. But to say that it's doing the detoxification process at night or during a fast, no, it's two different things.
That makes sense. Okay, next question is, are all toxins the same? The myth that we believe is all toxins are removed the same way. AI says, no, the truth is different toxins require different detox pathways. Fat-soluble toxins like BPA, pesticides, and heavy metals get stored in fat and take longer to clear, while water-soluble toxins like alcohol and caffeine are eliminated faster. What do you say?
Yeah, I actually agree. I mean, they don't go real deep on it, but yeah, for sure. And especially like heavy metals. Oh my gosh. I mean, you got to have chelation for that. For toxins that build up and stored in the fat. Yes, I do agree with that. There are a lot of them. There's not 100% test to say these are the chemicals that are in the fat, or these are the chemicals that are in your body. I mean, there's a lot of different testing. I just came back from a biohacking conference. They had all kinds of testing, hair analysis and blood analysis and all this kind of stuff. But none of it is totally 100% accurate. It'll just give you a good picture. And reducing the fat, not for weight loss and so that we could look like J-Lo, but that because you don't want the fat stored in the chemicals and toxins stored in your fat. That's the reason you want to bring it down. And then to actually go after and say, oh yeah, I know I have high levels of cadmium and lead and all that. Yeah, great. Well, you don't need to go after that one specifically. You just need to reduce it. And like I keep coming back to, well, if you sweat on the daily, that helps a lot to get rid of the toxins that are stored.
Got it. Okay. It's like 2.5 points. I'm okay looking like J-Lo. I'll take it.
Yeah, but she really works her butt off to do that. I mean, she's sweating. I watched one of her daily routines. Holy cow, I couldn't keep up. She's 50 something years old now, but she's at that gym every day and she's sweating. Like she sweats a lot. And then plus she goes in the sauna, plus she's really hydrating herself. Like she's doing a lot of things right, but she works at it. Like all of it, I work at it too. I mean, do something to work at it. Do I want to work that hard to get that body? Oh, hell to the no. That would not be me.
The next question is, do liver cleanses actually cleanse the liver? The myth that we believe is special supplements or cleanses, quote unquote, wash out your liver. The truth is, says AI, the liver doesn't store toxins. It processes them for elimination. The best way to cleanse your liver is to support it with nutrients like glutathione, sulfur-rich foods like broccoli and garlic, and hydration. What do you say?
Good grief, they really smashed that one bad. I do not agree with most of what that one was. Okay, so there's a lot going on in the liver. And when you do a detox, there's phase one and phase two. When you open up the pathways of the liver, if you don't do it correctly, that's a lot of times when people get something called Herxheimer. So have you heard of the Herxheimer effect? Yeah. And that's because the liver is storing, it's overworked. Ask any surgeon when they do a gallbladder surgery, is the liver inflamed? Oh, hell yes, it is. And so it does store because it's protecting your body. It is. And so stage one detoxification, you have to open the pathways so you don't get that Herxheimer. I don't believe everybody should even have to worry about getting a bad reaction if you open that first part of the pathway first, and then the second part, right, which is then making sure that it releases through the colon properly. This is where your coffee enemas come in, and you could do castor oil packs, many different things. So the first part is that, yes, the liver can hold toxins. It'll get inflamed. It could get fatty livers, or fatty tumors. It could have cysts. It could have many different things happening to it because it is inflamed. And so using glutathione and garlic, good grief, those are like horrible. That's a horrible advice. Glutathione, there's so much controversy about it, and it works here's the challenge, as we know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But glutathione is a very, I don't want to say strict, but it's a very focused way to go in to help the liver to release the toxins. But some people who are stressed out and have had a lot of toxins over their years can't handle it, and they get very sick on it. There's glutathione IVs now, glutathione pills and powder. Be careful. Just start slowly if you're going to do that and open up your pathway. So to answer the question, though, specifically, I believe there are certain herbs that really do help the liver to help release those toxins. And one of the biggest ones that I love, and I've been using it literally for 30 years because I've done my homework and I've done it on myself, is dandelion root. And it has to be dandelion root, not leaf, but root. And see, I didn't even bring up dandelion root, but that is the one herb. It's not milk thistle. Milk thistle is too Mickey Mouse. It's not strong enough. It's good to tonify and keep the liver strong over time. But dandelion root, oh man, that thing goes in there and does the job and helps to not only get the liver stronger, but it says, hey, liver, I'm here for you. I can help you. And then the liver says, oh, good, I could release that. So it's not the dandelion root itself that's doing the job. It's giving the liver the ability to say, hey, I'm here for you. Now you could release those toxins. So dandelion root, again, I don't recommend it every day. It is a very strong herb, but during a detoxification of 3 days, 5 days, a week, whatever, it's fine to drink it then.
Most doctors I interview, when we talk about hormones and detoxification of estrogen, they recommend glutathione. So are you saying that it's something that maybe for hormones okay, and it's not doing the job necessarily for other people who are doing detox?
Yeah, I've just seen it's 50-50s, or like everybody, like you and I talk about all the time, you got to pay attention to your own body. You have to see how much you could handle. And I just think to jump right into glutathione instead of doing other things I don't believe that we need more stress. I think we need less stress and give the body the chance to do its job on its own. So to jump right into glutathione for hormones or for any reason, I just think it's too harsh. And I think it's just done at a later time after you've been doing some of these other things. And that way your body is like, oh, okay, now I can, oh yeah, I could do the glutathione. Okay, that's good, right? So I'm one of those, we don't need more stress. We just need to give the body what it needs, give it the tools, the methodology, and then the body says, okay, good, I can handle this. Especially as we're aging, it's not good to just jump into these things just because somebody says it's great. Pay attention to what you need specifically.
So would dandelion root be a good replacement for glutathione?
I think so. I've never used glutathione in my practice in 30 years. I've only relied on the prep work. Now, dandelion is just one part of it, of course. I do teach the sweating and the coffee enemas and all the other prep work, but I've never used glutathione for anything, and I've gotten great results. And here I am, 67. I don't have any menopausal symptoms, although I did 20 years ago. But the detoxification really helped to reduce that. But again, dandelion root, not every single day, but just for a short amount of time to give the liver a chance to say, yeah, we're good. And some people like the tincture form. That's fine. That's when it's in an alcohol base and you take that and you put it in your mouth. It's strong and it's very bitter. But again, if you do it just a couple times a day during your detoxification, you're fine.
Mm. Yes, I think that you're right. We're all bio-individual. So in the end, most of the people who I know who are taking glutathione for their hormones, they're taking it because their Dutch test or something shows
Right.
that they're not detoxing in the right way. So yeah, you'd want to test, measure, try something. You can try dandelion root or you can try glutathione, and then you go test again. And did it work for you or didn't? And make sure you're feeling okay. It sounds like dandelion root may be just a softer, gentler, better way to start, and
Yeah,
then see if that works. And then if it does, then, why not?
exactly. Right.
Okay. So the next question is detox just about the liver? The myth that we believe is detoxing is all about the liver. The truth that AI says is your kidneys, gut, skin, and lymphatic system plays huge roles in detoxing. If your gut is sluggish, like you have constipation or poor digestion, toxins can recirculate, leading to bloating, fatigue, and brain fog. What do you say?
Yeah, they got it pretty right on that one because they're right. It's your kidneys, it's your colon, it's your liver, it's your skin, it's your lungs. Those are your five detoxification organs. And they didn't even bring up the lungs, which and or the skin, but that's okay. I always focus on the liver and the colon because when you have the colon opened up, and 9 times out of 10, bloating and having belly issues is because there's stuff happening in the colon, the large intestine. So a lot of women are like, how do I know what's going on? And it's super simple is you take your finger and you put it on your belly button, right? And when you have your belly issues where it's not comfortable or it's feeling bloated, is it below your belly button? Because then that means there's constipation issues. If it's above, then it's gut digestive issues, right? Maybe you're not digesting your proteins, fats, or carbohydrates. So that finger on the belly button is your barometer. Is it below or above? So my specialty is below. And so when I do the detox teaching, I say, hey, let's get rid of the colon stuff and let's kind of get things moving. And people will say, I have a bowel movement every day. I say, I'm so happy for you. But ultimately, you're going to have to do some detoxification on the colon just to see if anything. And sure enough, they're like, oh my goodness. And I'm not going to go into all the details, but they're like, I can't believe what just came out of me. I said, yeah, I know. It's like you got 5 feet of it in there. The reason it's important for the colon to be open and have a clear channel. Remember, I was talking about that phase 2 in the liver. Then as the liver releases, it's just like, goes right down and is supposed to release right where it's supposed to through the colon. So the liver colon together makes an excellent detoxification combo.
Great. Okay. Then the next question is, can you detox heavy metals with diet alone? The myth we believe is that eating clean and drinking green juices will remove heavy metals from your body. AI says the truth is that heavy metals require specific binders like modified citrus pectin, chlorella, or medical chelation therapy. A good diet helps, but serious detox needs targeted support. And what do you say?
Yeah, well, yes and no. This again is 50-50. Back in the day when I was really on the speaking circuit, I was in New York City and I met a woman. Remember the Chernobyl accident where a lot of people, unfortunately, in the country got hit with radiation during the Chernobyl meltdown. And I met this beautiful woman. She's one of the speakers. She was young in her 20s, 30s. And she said, oh, my whole family died. She was from Russia. She said, my whole family died during that time. She said, but I left, but I was also covered. I said, well, then how did you deal with that? How did you make sure that you didn't die from the radiation? She said, oh, apopectin. And she developed her own apopectin. And so I said, is that all you did? She said, oh, no, no. I did, then she went into the food change, the other detoxification, right? It's always the big picture. So apopectin, when it's used correctly and a quality, can help with some of this stuff going on. But for heavy metals, the one method I've always seen work very, very well is chelation, right? Chelation therapy is the number one way to get rid of heavy metal. But here's the thing. I've had a lot of amalgams in my mouth. And when I had them removed, I went to the best holistic dentist, Peter Holick, who studied with Dr. Klinghardt. Many people will know of Dr. Klinghardt over there in Europe. And he said, after he tested me first, he said, oh, yeah, you have about 25% mercury in your body. And I almost fell over. I said, 25%. Oh my God, that's so much. That's a lot. How do I get rid of it? He looked at me. He says, listen, most people have 80%, 90%. You can't get rid of all the mercury and all the heavy metals ever. It's in the paint. It's in the light. It's in the floor. It's in the furniture. It's everywhere. Heavy metals are insidious. They're just everywhere. So then I got calmed down. He said, well, then what do you recommend? He says, well, you could do chelation. And he said the chlorella and all these other things, they don't do much. Not for serious heavy metal issues like mercury, like cadmium, lead, all these other things. He said, you would really need to go in, but only if it's affecting you. Like if you still have those amalgam fillings and they're going up into your brain and you're starting to get brain fog and maybe even dementia, okay, you better get them replaced and then look at some more serious heavy metal detoxification. But just taking a few chlorophyll and what's the other one? Chlorophyll and spirulina, and there's another one too, chlorella. Chlorophyll, yeah, chlorella. Yeah, it's just not enough. Yeah, that definitely, I agree with AI. It's not enough, but for sure, the chelation can help a lot with that.
Great. Okay. Now I just want to get one more and then we're going to have to wrap this up. Okay. This one, I just got gifted this, so it'll be funny. Do foot detox patches really pull toxins from your body while you sleep? The myth we believe is foot detox patches remove heavy metals and toxins from your body overnight. The truth is the dark residue on the patch in the morning is not toxins. It's just moisture, sweat, and ingredients reacting with air. There's no scientific proof that these patches actually detoxify the body. However, some people find them relaxing, which can help with stress reduction, a key factor in detox support. What do you say?
Yeah, I actually agree with AI on that one. Now, I used to have the ionic foot baths where you put your feet in and you had the little ion thing in there. Oh my goodness. I had so much controversy. I had to stop using it because people all came in and thought I was a total quack for using it. Because the water does change colors, just like on the foot patch. It changes color and you think, oh my God, look at all that black stuff coming out of me. Yeah, it's just like they say, it's just a reaction, really. You can't take, well, people did take it to a lab and check to see what is really coming out. Nothing is coming out, is not it. But the ionization process in the bath, for sure, was helping people structurally inside their, how can I say, the circulatory system, where they did get feeling relaxed. They did feel better. And then they slept better. And then after that, they had more energy. So I saw the difference, but that was the ionization process. With the foot patches, no, I really think that was hooey. And somebody made a lot of money and they had a good old time. And that's wonderful. But the bath is where I saw the big difference.
Okay, that's it. Well, that was probably like 5.5, maybe 6.5 agreements out of maybe about 10 questions. So
it's like, well, it's mixed in there. See, that's the challenge with AI. You get a little bit of truth, and then the other part's like, questionable. And that's where you have to be careful a little bit.
Exactly. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Where is the best place for people to find you, reach out to you if they want to learn more about your detox program?
Yeah, I've got the Judy Seeger Detox. I'm all over TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, and YouTube now. And it's actually now my new YouTube channel is Forever Young Women, because as we're aging, we really want to feel good the whole way down the road still. And so the detoxification is a part of that. So I have a detox masterclass. Like I say, I put it out once or twice a year and we open it up and make sure that it gets a customized program. We get to walk you through so you know exactly what to do for your 3-day detox. We have group fun calls. That's always great. But it's mostly me walking everybody through it. And it's nice because it gives your body that chance to release and rest and make sure that everything gets rebalanced the way it's supposed to.
Wonderful. Okay, I'll have links to that in the show notes. So if you've made it to the end of the podcast, thank you very much and have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you're at. And thank you, Judy, for spending some time with us.
Thanks, Zora. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate you.